Hey guys, you know what my carer tells me? Weekends are made in China. They don't last very long. Thanks for joining me, Rouvaun Smit, here on A Sure Thing as we look ahead to racing on Sunday. Racing on the Highveld at Turfentine. We're on the inside track for a 9-race program that gets underway at 12:05. I like this card. I think it's nice and punter-friendly because if the cream rises to the top and there are a lot of horses that are fancied, if they all arrive, many people will be standing in the queue building a kitty for next Saturday for Joburg's big race of the year, the Summer Cup, on the last Saturday of November. And I do think that money can be made on this particular card. Good to have you along for the preview of this particular program. There are 9 races on the card, which means that the exotics on the tote start from race 2 onwards. And for those getting involved in the free Hollywood Bet Punter Challenge, your entries need to be on at the strike of the noon gun. Put through your selections and play the bet slip, because that is the way that you put yourself in line for the mammoth R1 million jackpot prize if you were to be the one person to correctly pick all the winners on the program. Let's get straight to it, see how many winners we can find. Opening race on the day, number 5, Rockabilly, from 0.77 to 1 is out to 0.83 to 1, jotted down the anti-post bidding prior to us pre-recording the show. Number 1, Old Fashion, is at 3.57, and there's been money for number 9, Silver Glitter, on HollywoodBets.net from 5 through 4 into 3.57 to 1, and then at 7.14 to 1 and upwards, the others. I'm in the camp of the odds-on favourite, number 5, Rockabilly. I thought put up a solid performance over the strip at the Vaal last time out. He raced in a prominent position, but then found one too good on the day and had to settle for second best. Definitely would have come on with the benefit of that run under the belts. And I do think with any amount of natural progress to come, we can expect massive improvement. But I wrote here, if not to green around the turn, can go one better. So I'm siding with 5, Rockabilly, ahead of 7, Hawksdale, 3, Jabberwocky, and 1, Old Fashioned. 12:40, the off-time race 2, opening leg of the bipot. It's a maiden plate, fillies and mares. 8 runners will line up at the 1,000 metre mark, and they bet 2 to 1 the field on HollywoodBets.net. 6, Duchess Di, 8, Varicino's Champ at 2 to 1. 4, Winter Bell is at 3.03 to 1. 2, Master's Lady at 4 to 1. 8.33 to 1 and upwards, the others. I like the look of number 4, Winter Bell. She stayed on, went third in her last start over 1160. That was on the stand-side track. She now drops to 1,000 metres and she gets the blinkers on for the first time, which I do think is a big plus and could make all the difference. She's also having her peak run, her third run after rest, which means she should be cherry ripe to deliver a peak performance and could shed her maiden tag, and hence the reason I'm going 4, Winter Bell, ahead of 8, Varicino's Champ, 6, Duchess Di, 2, Master's Lady. 13:15, the off-time race 3, opening leg of the place accumulator. A maiden plate with 10 runners lines up at the 2,000 metre mark. 7, Military Moves, is at 1.62 to 1. 8, CSTR at 3.03 to 1. 7.14 to 1 and upwards, bar those 2. Certainly did look like a 2-horse race, and I thought maybe we can beat the favourite with number 8, CSTR, but the CSTR has had many opportunities, whereas 7, Military Moves, is a horse that's still improving with each and every run, and hence the reason I'm siding with Military Moves as my first choice selection. I thought that was a very good last performance when going from first to second start and also showing the necessary improvement. Ran on very strongly and got beaten half a length at the line over this course and distance. Form line of that race is also held up well by a horse called On an Impulse, who has subsequently come out and franked that form line. And I do think, with further natural improvement that is expected, Military Moves can go one better. So I'm going 7, Military Moves, ahead of 8, CSTR. For third, 1, Euphrates, and fourth, number 5, Best Candidate. Race 4 on the card, jumps at 13:50, opening leg of the pick 6, merit rated 85 handicap, 7 runners over 1,000 metres. I'm looking no further than the horse top of the bookmakers' bidding boards at 1.25 to 1 from the Mike and Matthew de Kock training partnership, and that's number 1, Constellation. Now this all showed good toe from the get-go over this distance at the Vaal last time out, before getting outrun late and finishing second on that occasion. He definitely would have come on with the benefit of that run and should strip fitter and be a lot stronger for this race, as he is having his second run after rest. If you look at the form, you'll also see he's unbeaten under Callan Murray, and Callan Murray is back on board for this run. I do think that record could be kept intact. Hence the reason I'm going 1 Constellation ahead of 2 Top Division, 6 Banyan and 3 Xenophon. 14:30 the off-time race 5. It's leg 1 of Jackpot 1. Middle stakes where 9 runners will line up at the 1,000 metre mark. And here you can get 2 to 1, number 2 Rondebosch. 9 Raffers Boy is at 2.5 to 1. 5 to 1, number 1 Espinoza. 5 Lead the Charge at 5 to 1. You can get 7.69 to 1 and upwards the others. Yeah, you could probably make a case for 4 or even 5 of them and hope that you've picked the right 5 of the 9 runners, because I thought this was quite a tricky race. I'm looking for value and I'm going for Samanga Kamalo and Michael Azzi with number 5 Lead the Charge. Now this horse loves to race up with a pace, and last time out was in touch but then got just outrun late. He finished third that day behind subsequent winner Buffalo Storm Cody. If you look at his form, you'll see that he drops in class here. He's the type of horse that loves to race up with a pace, and if he's allowed to get away at the right time, he could be hard to peg back in the run to the wire. So I'm going 5 Lead the Charge ahead of 2 Rondebosch, 4 Gimme the Good Life, 1 Espinoza. Race 6, merit rated 78 handicap, 9 runners over 1,600 metres, 2.5 to 1 each of 2. 1 Frere Jacques, 5 Father Christmas 2.5 to 1, 3 Capella is at 4 to 1, 2 Unsolved Riddlers at 5 to 1, 7.14 to 1 and upwards the others. 'Tis the season to be jolly. No, I'm not going for Father Christmas. I'm going for 4 Frere Jacques. Now, this horse followed up its maiden win with a decent 4th post-maiden run last time out and got beaten 5 lengths at the line, staying on, but I thought that was a run full of merit because it was reported that Frere Jacques actually choked up in running on that day. The form of that run has also been franked by a horse called Ombudsman, who has subsequently come out and won since then. If you look at the form, you'll see that Frere Jacques is ultra consistent, and I do think with Craig Zaki up for Lucky Udelakis, could bounce back to winning ways. Hence the reason I'm going with 4 Frere Jacques to beat 5 Father Christmas, 2 Unsolved Riddle and 3 Capella. Race 7 on the card, merit rated 72 handicap. This race to be run over 1450. 8 runners will line up and face the starter, looking no further than the odds-on favourite number 4 Speedman. Speedman came with a very strong finish last time out when he got up in the shadow of the post and won going away on debut, winning it by a neck in the end over 1160 on the inside track. Definitely would have gained with that run under the belts. I do think will enjoy the step up to 1450. He's well drawn, he does take on stronger, but I do think he's capable of holding his own in a race of this nature, and with any amount of natural progress to come, can go back to back. So I'm going 4 Speedman to beat 1 Monkey Puzzle, 3 Bay Empire, 2 Guerrilla Warfare. That takes us on to race number 8 on the card, which is a merit rated 96 handicap. 8 runners will line up at the 1450 metre mark. Here you can get 2.5 to 1 each of 2. Number 7 War of Kingdoms is at 2.5 to 1. Along with 1 Max the Magician, who shortened from 3.03 to 2.5 to 1 on HollywoodBets.net to be joint favourite. 6 Fully Loaded, 4 to 1. Number 8 Xantha is at 5 to 1. And you can get 7.14 to 1 and upwards the others. I'm in the camp of number 1 Max the Magician. I thought very unlucky last time out not to have won over the course and distance, as he had to be steadied at the 200 metre mark on that occasion, and but for that, could have finished right there on the line last time out. The form of that race is certainly held up well by both Silver Tudor and Champion Warrior, who have subsequently come out and franked that form line. Good to see Muzieni retain the ride, and I do think that 1 Max the Magician in a race like this can bounce back to winning ways. So I'm going 1 Max the Magician to beat 7 War of Kingdoms, 3 Obsidian, and 6 Fully Loaded. 16:50 is the off time of the last race on the programme. It is a merit-rated 80 handicap to be run over 1450 metres. And here we have an odds-on favourite at 0.72 to 1, and that is number 5 Grand Empire. Easy winner on debut over 1160 on the Sandside track. He showed pace that day, found another gear close home, and then drew clear in the closing stages to win a very, very good contest. He definitely would have come on with the benefit of that one under the belt. Yes, he does take on a whole lot stronger here, but with any amount of natural progress expected, I do think can continue about his winning ways. So I'm looking no further than 5 Grand Empire, ahead of 1 Long Sword, 3 Romilly, and 4 Chieftain Shield. And that takes care of our preview of racing on Sunday afternoon at Turfentine. Trust you'll have an enjoyable and profitable weekend's racing. Till next time from me, Rouvaun, you take care. Cheers for now.